Hello my soul family, welcome to the Spiritual Counseling TV network and welcome back to our spiritual guidance series. My name is Christy Ramirez, your spiritual guide, your spiritual influencer, your soul coach, and I am so happy to be back with all of you face to face for your daily morning spiritual guidance. These are little videos that are so necessary in helping us to stay in spiritual alignment on a day-to-day moment, and our angels coming through really help to elevate our spirit, lift us into joy and into a high vibrational energetic mood that day. And so I'm excited because as we're here back in the office, we are at the start of autumn season, so it's a brand new chapter, a brand new beginning, this first week officially of November. And I'm just so excited to be back here in this cozy spot. As you can see, there has been many renovations and it's very different from the last time I showed up. I believe it was in spring, which was a long time ago. But I did start my spiritual guidance series about already a month ago, but not face to face. So we were just looking at the oracle cards, which I did create, by the way. I designed them, I channeled every single message, and it's what we're going to be using today. Of course, as always, I only reserve those oracle cards specifically for this series. So it's like this little card game that we're doing, but it's so much more than that because our angels are here. And I always make sure that before I film these, wherever I'm at, whether it's I'm cozy in my bedside just doing it with my hands, or here, that I'm clear, I have purified myself from whatever energy of that week, and that everything is cleaned up, right? That's so important. And I think that this is part of the message. Like as always, I always start with an intuitive channeling before we get into our specific day-to-day messages. But I really do think that this is a beautiful week to set in order and make sure that we maintain the cleanup that we have been guided to do all of summer, and maybe even since the spring cleanup started, right? Spring makeovers, and start to structure a new plan for your day-to-day routine and how you're going to be able to stay consistent. You know, that's so important, because if you set yourself up for failure by maybe asking yourself too much or expecting too much out of your routine, then it's only going to end in failure. And it's so important that we set realistic goals when setting up a routine, because remember, our routine can make or break us. Our routine is what sets us forth for success and helps us also to advance the spiritual journey and the mission that we've been given by God. So I do think that this is a very critical week for setting the stage for what's to come and how you want your life to turn out, especially because we are already ending the year and approaching the new year. We have exactly 2 months left. So what are you going to do these last 2 months of the year to better yourself? What is something you can do today that your future self will thank you for? And I think that this is a very important thought to reflect on this day that you're watching today's video, and then after that, take it with the flow. Make sure that you do enjoy the present moment, because it's in these moments, in the in-between moments as well, from one thing to the next, that are the memories we create along our journey. And I think it's beautiful that I feel like rejuvenated almost. Like this autumn season, we've done a lot of cleanup also from the inside out. Spiritually speaking, we've cleansed, detoxed, and we're feeling lighter as a result. And this is so high vibrational. This is exactly what the world needs at this moment, is people who are in love. Only love lives here, in your heart, in your soul, in your mind, in your home, in your environment, in your relationships. And that's all that we are to see. Love, Love, see through eyes of love. That's what Jesus did. That's what God asks us to do as well. And I do, before we end today's little weekly message, I do want to invite you to join my School of Light. I always teach during the autumn and winter seasons, so I'm also so excited to get back to work with school and teaching because it is one of my favorite things to do. And I was asked to take all of summer off, and I did a little bit of spring, but then half of spring I was asked to just take a break. And you know when the divine asks something of you, because it will be blocked, right? And so, perfect example, my home was basically under renovation, and there's just things that it takes time. This was not overnight. I even got a little new furniture for organization purposes, but also very aesthetically looking. And I feel also more spacious. So this is something that is so important. Organize your life, organize your surroundings, because it will clear up energy and any blockages in your life. So as I was saying, my School of Light, you can check out, it's all online. It's an online school that I teach through videos, but it's very interactive, and it's so highly angelic, because the angels are guiding us, our ancestors, our elders are there, spiritually speaking, right, in spirit, but the teachings are there. And we read books, I teach classes, but it's not just what's in the book. There's other channeling that comes through that helps us to understand the journey that much deeper and more, and it's gonna help you with your growth and evolution. So I really recommend that you check it out. First series that I recommend you start watching is A Course in Miracles. We're almost done through the book. I have 5 more chapters left. Everything was completed last fall and winter, but I only have 5 more that I will be completing this fall season into winter perhaps. And then I have to teach the lessons, which will begin in winter. So there are like about 365 lessons at the back of the book, which we are going to do. And I also read Dante's Divine Comedy, and then I will be teaching a course on that. I'm not exactly sure when I'm going to start teaching it, but it's what's coming maybe next fall. And another book that I'm actually going to read also, which also can teach us metaphorically about the spiritual journey, is the ancient original text of Alice in Wonderland, which is an ancient fable, which actually there are a lot of spiritual elements within that story. So I was guided to read that book with all of you as a fun thing that also children can listen to for sure, because children are never too early to start learning about the spiritual journey. And I do have a School of Light for kids within my School of Light memberships, and yeah, it's so amazing. So that is our message for this wonderful week of November 6th through the 12th of 2023. Thank you all for watching, and this series is free on my YouTube channel, but there is more exclusive content and shows and special events that I do in my TV network online. Go to christyramirez.com/TV. Join and get access to all the powerful events. I've actually been working on a lot of those special events throughout this summer. The Love Show, which only part of the Love Show is previewed on my YouTube channel, but the whole show is on my TV membership. I also filmed the fashion show Prelude, which it was a masquerade party, and it was just a prelude. So it was just an introduction to what the main event in New Year's Eve, the fashion show, is going to be about. If you watch the trailer, that can give you more than enough hints on what the show is going to be about. And I also want to touch on what even the next decade is going to be like, the new era that God has been speaking of. And then last but certainly not least, I also did another special event called The Birth of Venus. That was more of an educational special event that I did. Very important. It has a lot to do with woman empowerment. So definitely you ladies out there, if you want to tap into history and even the esotericism of women in history basically, and how they started to become empowered, that show can give us a lot of clues into that. But I also do have a women's therapy series exclusive also in my TV network. So definitely that's also what's starting up soon this week, and I have a couple episodes already there. So definitely there's a whole lot of things, therapy sessions, motivational speeches. And then of course, if you want something more personalized for your situation, you can always book an individual soul coaching session with me to get some spiritual counseling, you can either email me at christy@christyramirez.com or go to my website directly, christyramirez.com/booking. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all in the dailies and then next week. Namaste. P.S. Also, I do want to mention, when we were doing these series in the previous phase, we also were doing some live coffee talks. And these live coffee talks also will be resuming. I do have an Instagram subscription where actually these live streams are exclusive for my members. So there is going to be more exclusive content in relation to the Daily Morning Spiritual Guidance series. So all the pictures that I take of the cards, because that's the thing, when you're here with me right now in person, you're not going to exactly be able to see the cards. But my exclusive members on my Instagram page, which is at @ChristyRamirez_soul coaching, will be getting the daily snapshots of the angel messages of the day. And that's something you don't want to miss out on, because it's very artistic, but there's a lot of messages in there, and there's nothing like seeing it verbally and visually with your eyes, right? So definitely make sure that you join. I'm going to be actually giving you all, just this first week that I'm back, as a welcome back basically to autumn, a 50% off discount when you sign up this week. So the sale will end next Sunday, and currently the price for that exclusive membership is $4.99 a month, and I'm gonna lower it to $2.99 a month. So definitely join now, follow me. All the details are also in my description box. And there's also going to be extra live streams as I feel guided. It's not necessarily going to be a weekly thing. Maybe it will, maybe it won't, because I do have another secret area for that. I have a little secret garden outdoors in my porch that is the perfect spot for a little live streams, and out in nature during the day is just amazing, the vibration, but it's also the feeling and even the sky view. So I want to start doing a little bit also spiritual talks. So maybe it can be related to the spiritual guidance, but it's just going to be just whatever comes through. It's going to be an intuitive live stream. And then so definitely follow my Instagram, because that's where you get a lot of extra information. And I'll see you all next week. That was the extra message for today. Namaste. Much blessings.